on the red carpet for Warner Brothers' Into the Storm. And some would say premieres like this are the eye of the publicity storm. With this and the Hobbit trilogy, you must feel pretty comfortable with special effects filmmaking.
Comfortable, yeah, I suppose. I mean, what was making this movie was incredibly uncomfortable, but a great challenge. You know, all of the effects that were happening in the close vicinity of the actors was real. So the wind and rain was real.
Wow.
We were throwing trees through windows and dropping trucks from the sky. You know, Sarah Wayne Callis and I were both on wires in the streets, which I never thought would happen. So, you know, I feel like I really was experiencing as close to a storm as humanly possible.
So interestingly, your character runs the gamut of emotions. You have the funniest moments and the most sincere moments. How was it having a role like that?
I have a spectrum of emotion living inside me, and I bring it to every like now I could cry or I could laugh. I'm just that guy.
It has a lot of science, your role in particular, that you have to put out.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was really exciting. One of the great gifts of being an actor, I think, is you get to dive into a whole new world that you didn't know anything about. And one of the things I loved is, you know, you get to talk with these scientists and you get into the research and you realize that the reason they got into what they do is because when they see tornadoes, they think they're the most beautiful, incredible, rad thing on Earth. And so underlying all of their science and their focus is a real passion and a real childlike glee. So it was fun to play around with that.
Did you understand every single thing that you said?
I understood every single thing I said.
Wow, that's excellent.
If I were a better actor, I could say words I don't understand, but I'm not.
What's the craziest, most harrowing experience you've ever been in?
The craziest experience, I think, was last year in the El Reno tornado. We were in our armored vehicles and we were actually inside the El Reno tornado. And so that was a crazy experience, but you know, it's one that I wouldn't recommend anyone getting into.
So wait a minute, the vehicle that's in this film, they actually exist?
Vehicles like the one in this film actually exist, yes.
And you have one?
Yes, we actually have 3 of them. So.
Wow, what are your names? What are the names for your vehicles? Did you name them?
Dominators 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
they belong to Reed Timmer, so the Dominators.
Are they all still functional?
Oh yes.
Oh,
oh yeah. We take them out every year.
You got to ride in the armored car. How was it?
I hope that it looks awesome. The reality is that it was a little bit of a piece of garbage.
Oh no!
It looks absolutely amazing from the outside, but it broke an unheard of number of times, and it leaked like a sieve.
Wow!
So when I'm up there in the turret, you can't see it, but I have a lap full of water.
Oh,
because
no.
anytime the rain machine is turned on, it's coming all in through everything. And every time you close the door, if you did it too hard, the windows would break, and you know, the whole thing would just break down sometimes.
Well, to your credit, we can't tell.
Exactly, and that just goes to show that there were some people who put a lot of time and effort into just doing it as many times as it took to make it look great. And yeah, you would never know it, but one of the cool things is like the story of Bruce the Shark on Jaws,
yes.
the shark that never worked. Our producer, Todd Garner, actually had the art department paint a little picture of Bruce the Shark on the back bumper as a little bit of an homage to that, because this thing was kind of our Bruce the Shark. So if you look very closely, you can see our little thing of Bruce on the back.
What would be your meteorologist name?
Oh, I would go with like Barometer Jones or McCloud McDaniels. I would go Cloud McDaniels. That would be my weatherman name.
I like it. So what's a tougher opponent, a dragon or a tornado?
I think in this respect, the tornado, because it manifests itself in many different ways, and you never know where it's coming from.
Zombies are kind of a force of nature.
Zombies are kind of a force of nature, but zombies you can kill. And tornadoes, there's no world in which you fight a tornado and you win.
I like it. That's excellent.
I've been thinking about this one.